Okay, let's try another example. And again, I apologize in advance for my crazy smartboard. So y equals 2x plus 1, and y equals negative 3 over 2x plus 8. This time let's draw a little graph just so we can kind of see where we're going here. In this first one, I'm going to start at plus 1, and then I'm going to go up 2 over 1 each time. So I'm going to start at plus 1, and I'm going to go up 2 over 1 each time. So I got something like that. In the second one, I'm going to start at plus 8, then I'm going to go down 3 over 2 each time. I'm going to start at plus 8, and then I'm going to go downwards. So I'm going to look for a point of intersection somewhere in that first quadrant there. Point of intersection happens when the values of y are the same and the values of x are the same. So the two values of y are the same. Then I can also say that 2x plus 1 is equal to negative 3 over 2 x plus 8. Okay, sorry. I'm going to look, I'm going to say, well, which side do I have more x's on? I've got 2 x's on one side and negative 3 over 2 x's on the other. So I got more x's on the left side. So I'm going to say 2x minus, now it's going to be plus 3 over 2x on the left side is equal to the positive 8 stays there. And it was a plus 1, now it's going to be a minus 1. Okay, I need to add a fraction here, so I need to have like denominators. So I need to have this whole 2 be a fraction over 2. And so I'm going to multiply it by the denominator 2, so I'm going to have 4 over 2. 4 over 2 is the same as 2x plus 3 over 2x. And I can just go, sorry about that, just go this. Then I'm going to have 8 minus 1, which is going to just be 7. 4 plus 3 is 7 over 2x is equal to 7. Okay, this looks a little bit more confusing than what we've seen so far, but it's not too bad. I'm just going to try to move it a little bit. I cannot. Okay, so this says 7 divided by 2x equals 7. So what I really need to do here is I'm going to move the plus, or the divide by 2 up over here so that it's going to be multiplied by 2. So I'm going to have 7x equals 7 times 2, which is 14. Now I can see here that x is actually just 2. Okay, now that I have found that x equals 2, I'm going to figure out what the value of y is when that's true. So I'm going to take my x equals 2 and plug it into this first equation. So what is the value of y when x equals 2? So I'm plugging in 2 in for here. So I have 2 times 2 plus 1, y equals 4 plus 1, y equals 5. On my other equation, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to say y equals negative 3 over 2, and I'm going to put in the 2 there, plus 8. I'm multiplying fractions, so I'm just going to go top times top, bottom times bottom. So I'm going to have y equals negative 6 over 2 plus 8. Negative 6 over 2 is really just negative 3. And negative 3 plus 8 is actually 5. Now I know that I've done my job correctly because the y values are the same in both instances. So I can say that my point of intersection happens when x is 2 and y is 5. Let's try another one. Oh, and then that last one also makes sense because we knew that it was going to be in the first quadrant. We knew that we were looking for two positive values for x and y. Okay, last example. All right. Y equals 3 over 4x minus 5 over 2. When does this intersect with y equals negative 2 over 3x plus 1 over 3? Okay, let's set these guys equal to each other and get started solving. 3 over 4, good grief. Three over 4x minus 5 over 2. When does that equal? Negative 2 over 3x plus 1 over 3. Okay, I got positive 3 over 4 and negative 2 over 3. So this left side has more x's. I'm going to move the x's to this side. I have negative 5 over 2. Now I'm going to have positive 5 over 2. Okay, I got a lot of fractions here, and I need to have the same denominators. So for this side, I'm going to make it all over 12. That's going to be my first common denominator. So 3 over 4, in order to get that a fraction over 12, I need to multiply it by 3. So I'm going to have 9 over 12. And 2 over 3, I need to have that over 12 as well. So I'm going to multiply this one by 4. So I'm going to have 8 over 12. On the second side here, I have a 3 and a 2 on my bottom, so I'm going to make it a denominator of 6. So in order to get the first one to be a denominator of 6, I multiply it by 2. So I'm going to have 2 over 6. In order to get the second one to be a denominator of 6, I'm going to multiply it by 3, so I'm going to have a 15 over 6. Okay, 9 over 8 is 17. 9 plus 8 is 17 over 12. And 2 plus 15 is 17 over 12. Okay, again, this looks really, really yucky. So what I'm actually going to do, this is not over 12, this is over 6. So I'm going to take this 12 that's being divided over here, and I'm going to move it over to this side, and I'm going to put it times 12 up over here. Okay, so that's going to leave me with 17x equals 17 times 12. Sorry, I don't know what that is. I gotta get my calculator out here. 17 times 12, which is 204. And I'm actually just going to divide that by 6 right now, which is 34. Okay. And so again, I'm just going to tell you what I did again here. I took this 12 from the bottom that's being divided. I moved it over here and I said times 12. And then in my calculator I did 17 times 12 divided by 6. That equals 34. Okay, now I know that 17x equals 34, and if I go 34 divided by 17, I'm going to get that x equals 2. Okay, that was a lot of work, but now I know that x equals 2, I can plug that in to find the value of y. So in the first one, I have y equals 3 over 4 times my value of x, which I said was 2, minus 5 over 2. Okay, I've got to multiply these two fractions, so I go do top times top, so that's 6 over 4 minus 5 over 2. Now I need to subtract, so I need to have like denominators. I'm going to change this guy from 6 over 4 to be 3 over 2. 3 over 2 minus 5 over 2. 3 minus 5 is negative 2 over 2, which is negative 1. Hopefully that's going to be true again when I take x equals 2 and I plug it into the other possibility. So I've got negative 2 over 3, plug in the value for x, plus 1 over 3. First thing I'm doing is I'm multiplying my fractions, so I'm going top times top, so I got negative 4 over 3, plus 1 over 3. This time, fortunately, I already have the same denominator, so I'm just going to go negative 4 plus 1, which is negative 3 over 3, which is negative 1. Because my 2x or 2y values are negative 1, then I know I did it correctly. And I can say that the point of intersection happens when x is 2 and y is negative 1. You can give it a try to the problems in the textbook. Send me an email if you have any questions.